All right. We finally got the draft link here for game one. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Sorry if I sound a little raspy. I am still recovering a little bit, but... oh, Jesus. I can still cast this game. So here we go. The players are finally getting sorted into the proper order. We should be ready to go here any minute now. That stream notification finally go through a must-have. 16 viewers. Yep, there you go. Also, Toru apparently has just had to change his name, so he is now World Warwick 2, which is interesting. Let me know if my voice is too quiet, if the stream volume is, the music volume's too loud, all that good stuff. I've not streamed since the semifinals last season, so I assume it's all still good, but you never know. Oh yes, and Blue Metal is streaming the other series over on Beer League 2, so feel free to check that out as well. As Fusro was kind enough to link in the chat. Alright, we're getting started on draft 1 here. It's going to be Team LSO, captained by None Ya Business on blue side. And it's going to be Team HH, returning team, captained by Vivian Desu, once again, on red side. No Lilia ban here, away from Vivian, not surprising. Same with Zinzao. And it's going to be a Mel ban. I'm very interested to see how the teams decide to play around her this season. I'm not sure if she's really that good still, but people are afraid of her. So they will ban her. And the Jinx ban for Team LSO, smart. Jinx, well-known Beer League terror. going to be the Skarner first pick for Team LSO. Very solid first pick. Top tier jungler. And this could be the Sejuani immediately response. Very interesting. Very similar champions in a lot of ways, although definitely not quite on the same level as Skarner, in my opinion. And this is going to be the Vayne lock-in for Team HH. Okay. They want to make sure they have that anti-tank ready to go right away. Going for the blind pick Vayne. And this could be the Varus lockets. This could be 2 anti-tank ADCs. 1 for each team, so these tanks will probably not be doing as much tanking as they're used to. Assuming that's a on-hit Varus at any rate. If it's lethality Varus, forget everything I just said. This could be the Hoi lock-in. Very popular beer league pick. Pretty safe blind pick. Just very good all-around mid laner you can rely on. It's going to be a Syndra lock-in for Team HH. Syndra versus Hwei. Definitely see a lot of that in beer league. I think it's Hwei favored, but Syndra has really good gank setup, so that could turn around in a hurry. Both teams still need a support and a top laner, I believe. And ban's coming in fast. Here round 2, Alawi ban. Smart. Alawi's a game wrecker. I hate her. Cho'Gath ban, alright. It's gonna be the Elise lock-in for HH, interesting. Presumably an Elise support then. I know that's been a thing recently. I expect to see a Milio pick here for Team LS. I know Danny Phantom, support for them, plays a lot of Milio, and there it is. Top lane we want to round up the pick with Team LSO. My boy Lynch Drake goes. They're going to be their top laner. See what kind of blind pick he's looking for. I'm going to go ahead with a set. Makes sense. Set's a very good kind of all-around top laner. And then I think to no one's surprise, who's familiar with HH, we're going to have Toru hovering the Aatrox. That's his pocket go-to pick in the top lane. It's a pretty good matchup against Set 2 as far as I understand, so not surprising at all. All right. That is the draft for Game 1. BU League is officially back indeed. Once the teams start getting the champ select here, I will go look at the roster sheet. We'll talk about this team, talk about both these teams. All right. Well, I take care of that. And look at the team roster here. So let me go ahead and get the right lens here. All right. So we'll look at Team HH first because they are a returning team. Team Hikamori Havers. They are once again captained by Vivian Desu. They got two people coming back with him. They got Toru, the top laner, who is now Warwick something. Warwick Wolf. I don't know. He just had to change his name. I don't fully get that. And then bring back Lila support as well. They've got two newcomers. They got Niku, the ADC, at 2.5 points here. And then Lanza Verde, 1.5 points here in mid. I've never seen Lanza Verde and Niku. I don't know if they're both new or if I'm just not familiar with them. This will be our first chance to see them in Beer League. So that's Team HH. Legacy team. We'll see how they do this season. I note they are a decent bit below the point cap. I think they only spent 8.5, 10. They only spent 15 out of 17.5 points. Not exactly sure why, but we'll see how it works out for them. And then we have Team LSO. Team LSO. It stands for Lock Screen Only. Very funny name. They're a very top-heavy team and a new team. They got Nunya Business in mid at 6.5, and then Zesty Queso in jungle at 5. It's going to be the Nunya and Zesty Queso show. And then top and support, we have our 1-point resident players, Lynch Draco and Danny Phantom. They come as a pair, so if you see them on a team, they will be together. So there you go. And then at ADC, we have one of our league admins this season, Simino Mas, 3.5 points. I don't know if I've ever seen him play ADC before, so that should be interesting. And I believe their team costs 17 points. They're a tiny bit below the cap, but half a point. That's just kind of splitting hairs. So they kind of built the best team they could. Interested to see how well they do. And now we're just kind of waiting for them to finish the draft and then the spectator delay. While we're waiting here, who do you guys like for game 1? I think that Hui and Skarner are a lot stronger early than Sejuani and Syndra. And I think that, and they have a lot more points to invest in them as well, so they have a lot of opportunity to kind of take over this game. But we'll see how well the side lanes for Team LSL hold up. As for Team HH, they did get the comfort pick on the Aatrox. I know Toru, despite a very unfortunate season last season on Aatrox, is very good on Aatrox, so I expect good things. Elite support, I know that's been a big pro thing recently. 2.4 second stun on the Cocoon when you max it, so very fun to get hit by those. In Vayne, not a pick you see very often in Beer League. And on new player as well, so we'll see how they pilot it. I think there's definitely a lot of potential for the Vayne to do really well. There's only two real ranged threats on Team LSO, so not a lot of range in general, so the Vayne can definitely pop off. You're ready to play Canyon your match tonight? I bet. We got about 2.5 minutes here before the spectator delay. And I didn't really give an answer who I thought would win, huh? I don't know. I really don't know. I think I like LSO just because I'm more familiar with their players. I had Lynch Draco and Danny Phantom on my team last season, so we had a lot of success with them. I also think their mid jungle duo is kind of set up to succeed here. But I could really see this game going either way. Thank you once again to Blue Metal for giving me or pointing me in the direction of these Riot Games music playlists here. They're all creator safe, so you can use them on any stream and no copyrights and whatnot. So, has some nice vibes while we're waiting. Sometimes I forget to turn them off before the before the game starts. I will not this time, probably. I'm sorry if my voice gives out at some point during the stream. I'm still recovering a bit, but I'm tired of just sitting around, so I wanted to get the stream going. And Blue Metal is casting another series at the same time as well, over on Beer League 2. Fusho was kind enough to put a link up in the chat. I don't remember exactly which teams are playing. You have to look into that and figure it out for yourself. But the game's loading up.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
Oh my god, I've had my mic muted for a long time, haven't I? Oh my goodness. You guys need to complain more in chat. Oh my goodness, I've been commentating for the past 7 minutes. Nobody said nothing. All right. I blame you guys, 100%. Streamer goes silent for 7 minutes and no one bitches about it. That's y'all's fault. And the fight break out here in the top lane. Aatrox gets a nice initiation, is able to go ahead and get the kill. Well played to him. Very nice recovery by him after the getting solo killed early. Now, one downside, obvious downside to Illy's doing this, is that she's gotten very little EXP. She's still only level 3. And the gang's going off here on bot lane, but they are able to land the stun on the Millie on the wall, and she's going to go ahead and go down. Unfortunately, they're going to go ahead and try to get a counter gank here, but they're going to be able to get away in time. In the meantime, there's a solo queue in the mid lane. Let's go ahead and back up a little bit so we can see that. Yeah, and Syndra just goes forward too far. And Way's got his cooldowns, and he's going to be able to finish her off here. Yep, the QW. That's tough. All right. All right, some more kind of invade action going on here. Well, they have the manpower advantage. Able to force. Ooh, they're able to catch out the Elise here. And they are able to steal this camp, and they're kind of forcing the Sejuani out of the jungle. They steal the Gromp. They're going for the Vayne here. Ooh, and they're able to line a flash, nice flash ulti to finish out the Vayne. Very well played early game so far by Team LOS, despite the Elise roams. And they're going to go ahead and move down onto this first dragon. Spoils of their victory. Well, Aatrox has his first item already. Iceborne Gauntlet first item. That is very different. Normally when Toru plays Aatrox, he plays a very aggressive, you know, like lethality build and stuff, but this is the exact opposite of that. Clearly that's something they talked about. Felt like it needed to be beefier. So we'll see. And meanwhile, Sejuani kind of clearing out the LSO's topside jungle here. Going to give him a nice little CS lead. And the second set of grubs will be up here in about a minute. And yeah, this Elise is just... I said it earlier when I was muted, but this Elise has basically just been a second jungler. I mean, that's probably the right way to play it. Although Lynch Draco is currently being very sneaky here, and he's going to be able to get a nice kind of flank on the Aatrox, but the Elise is here, and the Cocoon barely misses, and he should be able to get out because of this. Ooh. Is he going to go down to the Ignite, though? No, he's going to barely survive, and he's going to be able to escape. Very unfortunate Cocoon missed there. Probably played it a little bit faster than they had to. He's going to be able to force him out the tower, though, and get plates. By the way, can we see the feats of strength the Spectre client? I actually have no idea. Atacon, Gerald Void Grubs. Doesn't look like it. Ooh, and then Syndra's going to go ahead and get caught out, and that's going to be another kill over to the Hui, who is very fed right now. That block for a torch. Yeah, is there a way to see who has which feats? The Spectator? It doesn't look like it. If there is, I can't see it. So, all right, and then LSO is going to teleport it, and they want this second thing, second set of grubs here. Bit of a top and jungle action going on here in the jungle. I don't know how that stun hit, but all right. And the Elise kind of coming in, but definitely need to come at it from an angle to make that gank work. And meanwhile, 2v2's breaking out in the top lane. Let's back up a little bit so we can see this. Skarner's waiting patiently. They're able to get the gag off on the Aatrox, but it's a little bit of a scuffed gank, and they're able to kind of turn the tables here. Oh, not just kidding. The Sejuani actually gets turned on and blasted. And now Aatrox is kind of stuck here 1v2. Can he get anything of value out of this situation, or is he going to go ahead and go down as well? I think they're going to be able to kite him out and take him down here. Whoa. Well, maybe not. He is able to go ahead and take down the Skarner, and then Elise is going to show up, but they're going to be able to try to finish off the set as well. Elise is going to show up here, and probably didn't need to E that, and if anything, she's probably going to lose the kill because of that. Yep. Shouldn't have eat it. Used up too much time, but nice turnaround by Team HH. Turn that gank around, come out ahead. Or well played by World Warwick 2, because apparently Toru was offensive, according to Riot Games. Bit of a gank going off here in the bot lane, but the Vayne's just getting turned on, and the gank suddenly has to turn around, and now they're going to have to run instead. You know, Varus is a scary champion to gank, because that ulti is a real gank wrecker. And Elise still not level 6 yet. Obviously not as important because she doesn't have an ultimate ability, but... Okay, I'm not sure what... I guess it just buffs Spiderlings. Okay. It's not like Nidalee where it buffs all the abilities. It buffs Spiderlings. Got it. And they're going to go ahead and go for another gank attempt here on the bot lane, but... Well, we'll see. They are able to get the CC down on the Milio, but they're going to go ahead and go out. Ooh, and then Sejuani's able to barely escape. Meanwhile, Elise is able to take down the bars. And now Skarner's here, and it lands a great E on the Vayne, able to pull her back, and then ult the Elise back. I don't know why the Elise didn't go to this minion. She would have been fine, wouldn't have had the flash, but now she's going to go ahead and have the flash, and she's going to go down. And meanwhile, they're going to go ahead and try to take down this Vayne, and Vayne's going to try to get the Milio before she dies, and she does. Very bloody game here so far. 20 kills already at the 15-minute mark. Lots of action, lots of rotating. A poor one out for Lila, finding level 6 on that Elise. It is indeed going to be on hit Varus, as it should be, against this tanky team. Well, tanky-ish team. And then another gang's going to go off on the top lane here, but nice flash by the set. He's able to avoid it. He's going to go ahead and say, no, you don't get to take this tower for free, but that might be a mistake. Ooh, and he ends up getting stun locked and not able to use his W. So no shield for him, and he's going to go down, and his tower's going to go down, and that's going to be first tower over for Team HH, and the feats of strength as well. So they are triumphant. Well done to them. However, LSO is going to go ahead and get their second dragon of the game while that's happening. Good response. Sunfire Cape first item on the Skarner for Zesty Queso. That's very interesting. I'm pretty sure that's not what you're supposed to do. But I don't play Skarner, so what do I know? About 2,500 gold lead here for Team LSO plus the 2 dragons. They're still in a very good spot despite losing the feats of strength. Meanwhile, they're getting another gank off on the Vayne. Well played with the ulti and the flash able to escape. Now the rest of Team HH is coming in here, and they're going to land the Elise stun on the Skarner. Are they going to go in here? Yes, they are, and they're going in hard. And they're going in, but they're kind of kiting it out. And this Varus is big. They need to be careful. And Sejuani's going to go down. Yeah, they're biting out more than they could chew here, and they're going to go ahead. Ooh. And unfortunately, Skarner kind of gave Elise a bit of a way out, but she's going to go down to the Skarner anyway. Okay. Yeah, HH getting a little too excited. Just because they're falling back doesn't mean they're weaker. Let's go ahead and look at the gold amounts here. Well, actually, there's a bit of a fight. Let's look at that first. 1.3k gold lead for Aatrox, about 2k gold lead for Skarner, about 2k gold lead for Quay. This tower's gonna go down. About 2k gold, 2.5k gold lead for Varus, and about 500 gold lead for the Elise. Okay. Scrapping going up here in the top lane, as top lanes tend to be. Aatrox decided his time is now. He's ulting and he's going in and he's gonna. And he's gonna get it too. Yep, gotta be very careful about that Aatrox ulti. He could. All that HP he gets. He does get HP, right? I'm not crazy. He gets a bunch of HP when he ultis. Yes. No. Really? I could have sworn Aatrox gets like a chunk of HP when he ultis, but apparently not. Oh yeah, it's gotta be another kill over to Aatrox. He's done a phenomenal job recovering after beating that first solo kill. Very well done to him. And then a bit of a fight breaking out. They're going to be able to catch the Aatrox here. They're trying. They're able to peel him away, but he is going to end up going down. However, Varus is very far forward. He ends up taking a lot of damage, but he ends up being peeled off, and now the rest of HH is getting mowed down by Team LSO, and they're all going to go down. That's going to be a quadra kill for Varus, and that's huge for them. That's a huge momentum swing. They're going to go ahead and Rift Herald out of this as well. Second. They kind of give Milio blonde, make Milio blonde on that chroma, don't they? Huh. It's just kind of an odd look to me, but all right. And yeah, Team LSO up to about a 6k gold lead now. Ooh, and Sejuani's gonna walk right into them in the jungle. Is she gonna be able to escape? Ooh, gets stunned to the wall here. And he is able to peel away thanks to the help of the Aatrox, but he's going to go down the Quay lightning bolt from the sky. And now the rest of HH is trying to salvage the situation, but it's going to have numbers advantage plus the Rift Herald, so they're going to go ahead and pop it now. Ooh, and then another lightning bolt from the sky. Zeus is 2 for 2 on those lightning bolts in the last 30 seconds. And Aatrox goes down. They're going to keep going with the Rift Herald. Rift Herald's going to get not going to get another charge here. I don't understand exactly when it charges the second time and when it doesn't. Going to get a nice bit of a grab on the Syndra, but he's going to go down and return. Yes. H is going to get engaged on here. Is Sejuani going to escape? No. And Vane's going to come in here as well, but the Varus just does so much damage. Now he can't afford to trade autos with her, or trade autos with him, so they're decided they've had enough. They're going to back out. They don't even want the early inhib. They're not interested. They're going to go ahead and look for this early Otacon, I assume. Although Dragon is coming up 30 seconds as well. But they got a lot of money to spend, so they're going to go spend it. And then the Rage Blade coming in for the Varus. The Varus is extremely fed. And working on the Wit's End as well. Kind of surprised to not see an early Ardent Sensor here for Milio. But maybe Ardent's just not that good. I actually don't know. I'm not a support player, so I'm not going to question it too hard. Double mana items for Syndra. That is definitely I definitely say you don't want to do. Obviously she's very behind anyway, but that does not help. And meanwhile, HH is trying to rush this dragon here before LSO shows up, but LSO is here. They're going to get a nice pincer moment here, and Skarner's going to go and sneak his way into the pit with the plan. He's going to steal the dragon, and now LSO's going to force the fight as well. Nice ulti by Set, able to kind of get onto the back line here. And then Vane's going to go down as well, and they're going to send him out running for the hills. And they're just chasing him down. Ooh, and that might have actually... Oh, no, nice stun by Elise. Interesting, didn't max the stun first, even though he's playing Elise support. I could have sworn that was what we were supposed to do, but maybe I'm wrong. And it does end up going down. And they're able to kind of get the Aatrox here as well. Ooh, just barely missed the Koi ultimate. And yeah, so up to about a 10,000 gold lead. Very commanding lead here for Team LSO. And yeah, that Milio ult is so hard to deal with because any good engage you get, Milio ult will just cleanse it and give a big heal. And give tenacity to dull any follow-up as well. So I think if you're playing against Team LSO, you definitely want to either ban or steal this Milio, because that is probably almost certainly Danny and Phantom's best champion. So sorry, Danny. Gotta do my due diligence and let him know. Your Milio is very good. And then going in for the Mikhail's on top, just in case the ult cleanse and the Varus cleanse wasn't enough. Need another cleanse. Let's see, which Otacon do we have this game? Is there a way to tell? Fog of War, hold on. Which Otacon is this? This is... I think this is Voracious, or I think this is Ruinous Otacon, I believe, but there's actually not a good way to tell as far as I know. Other than just the appearance, but all right. Teams are kind of converging here in the river, but LSO so far ahead, they kind of just dictate the terms of any engagement at the moment. And yeah, they're just trying to catch anybody they can, although None Your Business is out too far, and he ends up getting collapsed on by the Aatrox over the wall and goes down. It's going to be a big shutdown over to Syndra. And then they're going to be able to get out as well. Ooh, okay, almost able to get out as well. It ends up being a 1-for-1. Iceborne Aatrox. I have seen it. I'm not sure about it this game, but I have seen it before. But yeah, I don't know how much value is really getting out of it this game. We're gonna go ahead and do the Otacon here. Can I ping this? Nope. I guess we'll find out what it is once it's killed. I'm pretty sure that's Ruinous, but there hasn't been a lot of action, so it would make sense that it's Ruinous, but... No, it's Voracious. I don't know anything. Okay. I don't know Otacon. I'm not a jungler. And the game gives you painfully little information about which one it is. So, for those of you who don't know, this is the one that gives the revive, or the kind of GA, and extra 25 gold on champion takedown. So, this is the one that makes you go in. No cleaver or armor item, didn't see the early game at Duka stole hard. So, actually, he actually got solo killed very early on, like at level 1. But then he really rebounded after that. But yeah, he went into the Iceborne anyway, so... I know he normally goes very damage heavy on Aatrox, so I'm very surprised to see this more tanky build. But yeah, I think I would have liked to have seen a more tanky-oriented build, but maybe he figured it was too hard with ranged threats here for Team LSO, and he just needed to be tankier. I don't know. Ooh, and then None Your Business is actually going to get caught out here again, but he's just going ahead and withdraw back to the base. Bit of a fight going on here on the side, but I don't think they want the smoke. So they're just going to go ahead and probably concede this tower here. Especially with the play coming in. Nope, they're in fact not conceding. They're going to go ahead and go in. But yeah, they have so many cleanses on the side of LSO that even if you get a good engage, it immediately becomes not a good engage. So that is tough. Now, I have heard that Vayne just does 14% more damage if she has Axiom Arcanist during her ulti. But I'm not 100% sure if that's true, and he doesn't have it this game, so I can't check. But they do catch the Aatrox out here, and yeah, I mean, it's a 10k gold lead. Stargate Soul's up if they want to go get it. I mean, LSO's kind of just in cleanup mode here. Their carries are just massively, massively ahead, and their jungler too. So, meanwhile, Lynch Dracos go ahead and split push down the top lane, as he should be. And go ahead and take their Ocean Soul. None Your Business is kind of sitting up there in the front. That is indeed going to be Ocean Soul. Also, I find it fascinating because of how, because of Baron spawning later, it's possible to get Dragon Soul before the first Baron even spawns. Now, that didn't happen this game, but it is theoretically possible, which is kind of fascinating to me. Ooh. We're going to go ahead and get a bit of a pick on Lynch Draco here. He's going to try to get his money's worth on the way out, but he's just going to go ahead and go down. It's going to be a kill over to the Aatrox. who I assume is building Cleaver now based on these components. Ooh. And a nice stun on Nunya Business. He's going to go and go down as well. Yeah, that's the downside of having this comp relying on cleanses, is that the Milio isn't nearby, he can't cleanse you. So yeah, that's going to be two players down, and they're going hard while they got the numbers advantage. And they need to force this play while they got the chance. Ooh, and the Cocoon barely misses Simino Moss, but he's going to go ahead and get one shot because Milio was kind of off on the side, although it might not have mattered. The throw's coming in, and LSO is going to go ahead and lose 4, and that should be a Baron over for Team HH. Fantastic picks by them. And yeah, they just kind of got picked off one by one. Not great team positioning by LSO. They've made up a good portion of the gold gap, but they're going to make even more of it with this Baron here. And yeah, I mean, it hasn't looked great so far, but with Vayne, I mean, this is very easily a game that HH could win if this Vayne really gets going. And LSO doesn't, you know, figure it out and push to end this game quickly. It's very losable. Gold lead down to about 5,000 now. Now, unfortunately for HH, while they got the Baron, they don't really have anything they can particularly do with it. It's good to get it off the map and get the gold, obviously, but there's no real objective to pressure with it. So, I think LSO will survive just fine. They just need to regroup and shake off their misfortune and just get back to grouping and making plays again, because they still have a very big lead, 5K plus the Dragon Souls. So. And they kind of want to group together and push this mid lane, but Varus and this team is very dangerous to siege, and you can't really dive them because of the Milio, so they are able to kind of catch out the way here on the side. And yeah, unfortunately, LSO just kind of gets split up again. And their team really needs to stick together to work, because you need this Milio to be near the carries so she can cleanse them and keep them alive. No, they do end up all surviving, though, so in the end it wasn't a big deal. Nice flash stun by the Elise, but no real follow-up, unfortunately. And yeah, this is hard to siege into. Very dangerous to try to get too handsy with, because that Varus ult can come out and suddenly you're in a fight you don't want. They are going to go ahead and get the tower. Fairly a bit premature Milio ulti there, but that's okay. Now LSO's decided they've had enough. They're going to push them back, even though they're fighting into a Baron. Let's see if they can get a play here. Vivian's kind of waiting, but he's waiting on a ward. Ooh, and he's going to go ahead and get feared here. Ooh, and he's going to get set ulted on top of the Vayne, and now fight's going to break out. There's a lot of things going down. Aatrox goes down quite quickly because of just how strong the Varus is. Meanwhile, Set ends up going down, so both divers end up going down on each side. And HH is forced to run. And the Skarner's just looking to try to get in and keep the fight going, but it's not going to happen. And yeah, with these ADCs both being these on-hit Rageblade Bork champions, doesn't matter what you build, you're not going to tank them for long. So, oh yeah, the zoom out. Thank you. I totally forgot about that. Thank you, Estock, for the reminder. Gonna be Elder Dragon here coming up in about a minute. LSO does have a lot of big cooldowns coming up here, both sums for the ADC here. Now, fight's kind of breaking out here. The Chinra gets a bit caught out, and Set's going in. And meanwhile, gets flanked by the Skarner, and they're going to go down. And that should be Elder Dragon secured here for LSO, and they're going to keep going. And don't get too crazy here. Just You got the pick. You got the enemy jungler. Now you can just take this Elder. No problem. Grab this blue while you're at it. Very interesting. You built a Sterix Gauge on Skarner to Skarner. I have AD ratios. A little bit. Okay. Game, let me just do the ratio. 80% bonus AD. 80% bonus AD. Okay, so a little bit. Not a ton, but some. And now they're just going to take this Elder and run right down mid with it, which is smart. I think if they can get even a single pick here, the game's probably over. Lord knows they got the tools which to do it. I'd like to see just ult one of these carries with the Paris ulti and finish him off. You could dive him right here. They're going to go ahead and force him off. Ooh, and they're going to go ahead and catch the Syndra right here, and Syndra's going to go down. Rest in peace for Lanza Verde. And that should be the end here. They should just be able to push an end, although they are going to be able to clear minions here. Baron is coming up here pretty soon. And they're going ahead and push to end. Yeah, I think they're just with the Elder Dragon. There's just no way. So they're going to go ahead and push them off. And the fire tower going down. So well played to Team LSO for game one. They got a big lead ahead. HH did put up a very respectable attempt at a comeback, but it just wasn't quite enough. And that's going to be it. So well done to Team LSO. Wait for winning game one. And we'll get going here on game two. Looks like the teams are going to switch sides here for game two. Go ahead and change that in the thing here. All right. Draft link here for game two. Teams are almost ready. Alright, and the draft for game two has begun. Sides have switched. It's going to be HH on blue side this time around. And here we go. Uh-oh. Looks like they're having a bit of trouble with the draft wall here, so I guess we're going to restart. and try again here. All right, and here we go for real this time. This will be the Mel first ban. Looks like pretty similar ban as the last game. In fact, as far as I can tell, they look identical so far. Nope, not completely identical. HH saw enough of that Varus, they don't want to see it again. Fair enough. And LSO see enough of that Skarner. They're afraid. Oh, actually, it was their own Skarner. They don't want it stolen from them. Smart. Every jungler in Beer League plays Skarner, it feels like, except for Fusro. It's going to be the Jinx first pick in for Team HH. A Beer League classic, to be sure. It's going to be the Vi pick for LSO. We officially have an Arcane matchup. I don't know how it goes on the show, but I have not watched Arcane, so I know they're in the show. An early Ezreal lock-in for LSO, okay. This will be the Nocturne pick. Interesting. Okay. Not a champion you see a ton of, but it's a real game changer every time you do see him. And then the Warwick. That could be a Warwick top for Team HH. Okay. That's more of a solo queue pick, so it'll be interesting to see how that works. Interesting. It's going to be the Malphite lock-in for Team LSO. You see 380 champs? Say, okay, I'll pick Malphite. Your move. I like it. Silas ban just because of the Malphite and Vi picks. That's pretty smart. It's gonna be a Lux ban. I know that is Danny Phantom's other main support pick, so it makes sense here. The Thresh ban. Away from Lila. I know Lila is a very good Thresh player from when I've seen her play it. Let's see, Amelia ban. Oh, it's gonna be a Hue ban. Okay. They feel okay giving the Milio. They don't want to deal with the. They don't want to deal with the Hui. Makes sense. Hui is very annoying. It's very interesting. Talia pick. Now, if Talia puts down her rocks and Nocturne ults over them, does it stun Nocturne? I assume it does. I assume it counts as a dash, but I don't know how much value you're getting out of that. The stun will probably be about over by the time he reaches. Plus, he could probably spell shield it if he times it right, but who knows? Ooh, and then we have a fan favorite coming in for Team HH. The Thomas Kench. The Kench has been unbenched. Meanwhile, last pick for Team HH. What do they got for us? An Aurora lock-in? Yes, it is. Okay. So the Aurora Nocturne ult combo. I like that. It's going to be last pick support for LSO. Presumably it's going to be Emilio again. I'm not sure why exactly you saved the last pick to do that, but who knows? Maybe they're going to surprise me with something. Let's see it, Danny. What do you got? No, it's going to be the Soraka last pick. Okay. That is different. I'm not sure how I feel about that. If they can keep Soraka alive, she'll do a lot of work against these engages, but that'll be tough. Who do I like here for game 2? And we'll say they did a very good job picking against this Vi for LSO. Tom Kench is on the ball. Vi will never be able to really do much of anything. I was on the wrong end of that experience myself in the semifinals last season. Tom Kench just kind of neutralizes Vi as a champion, which is sad.
Welcome to a moment of calmness from one a day.
Whoa, hell no. Get this off my screen. No ads for you. Alright. Back to the draft. So yeah, they did a really good job of neutralizing the Vi pick. I like that a lot. Malphite as well, same thing. They'll just have to be on the ball. They will have a hard time killing this Tom Kench as well, so I really like the Tom Kench pick. Both not only to keep allies alive, but just as like a secondary tanky carry, because no one on this team is particularly good at tank busting on LSO. And the Ezreal pick, I mean, it'll be safe, but is it going to really be able to carry the way the Varus did? I don't know. I like HH's comp a lot more this game. I definitely think it's still possible for LSO to just player diff it and win anyway. And Soraka, I mean, Soraka is a terror. If they can keep her alive, Soraka is just super hard to beat. But yeah, I like HH here. I like their comp a lot. I do think they're really going to have to wombo Aurora and Nocturne together to get kills in team fights. I don't think either one of them is going to be able to kill people with the Soraka there helping out. And I'll be interested to see how much this Warwick's going to be able to contribute. So yeah, I think LSO is the better team, but I like HH's comp a lot more. So if they can survive the early game, I think they have a really good shot at winning this game. So we'll see how they do. We'll just go ahead and switch over to the game overlay so you guys can see. And now we're just waiting. I'll go ahead and pop that music off. And we'll get going here on game 2. I'm still seeing double TP in the mid lane. It's a little cringe, guys. Come on. Get with the times. But all right, here we go. Oh, and Niku's got the a very, very expensive Jinx skin. Thank you, Nico, for keeping the game free to play for us.
Summoner's Rift.
Is everybody rocking a skin this game?
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I don't think Nocturne is. Or Aurora. Tisk tisk. Looks like both teams content to just 5 point here at level 1. And Toru being very inappropriate in the game chat right now.
Minions have spawned.
Looks like they're not going to try to lane swap this time around. They're going to play it straight. Good. Lane swaps are too hard to follow for me as a caster. So I appreciate the teams being conscientious to the poor caster. Junglers are once again going to start on opposite sides. Let's go ahead and let direct the camera do its thing here for the first few minutes.
Stand back.
Ooh, and then Nocturne, instead of farming his jungle, he's going to go and farm Vi's jungle. So he went from red right to the Vi's side, and they have no idea that Vivian is here doing this. That is the downside of if you make it too obvious where you're starting. They can do this. Now, whether or not it'll be worth it, we'll see, but you do give up a lot of timing by doing this. Ooh, and they suspect something's up. Place a ward here. He sees it, but he's going to go ahead and back without being seen, so his machinations have remained undetected until right now. Plus, the Queso is realizing his buff has been stolen, and he is mad. Yep. Sad he's not gonna back. He's gonna go steal camps instead. But he's got. Okay, I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. Very unfortunate for Zesty Queso for that thing that didn't happen. Now he's gonna fall pretty far behind because of that. He's gonna get the scuttle though, so. Well, actually, maybe he won't fall behind if he correctly guesses that this Raptor camp is here. Nope, he's gonna go for a gank bot lane instead, but this is likely to do nothing. Huh? They're gonna, yep. Ooh, if anything, they're gonna get turned on instead. Tom Hands actually takes a ton of damage and has to pop the shield. So wow, that the gank ended up working out decently well. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be way behind the Nocturne in EXP now though because of that. Nocturne should be going up to grab this thing. You should know that it's there. And he is indeed. Good job, Vivian. So now so far, Talia really bullying mid lane here, as expected. There's a 5-point difference between these two players, so very tough assignment for Lanza Verde. Yeah, Nocturne just a huge, well, actually not as big of a CS lead as you would think. Ooh. And the Malphite here is stuck under the tower super. He just needs to yeah, he just needs to leave. Leave a TP back, that's what it's for. And really not. Okay. Not as big of a CS lead as you would have thought for Doctor with how much time Vi wasted, but ooh, ends up trying to go for a gank here. Unfortunately, kind of misses the flash Q on the Vi, so not able to land it on the Nocturne. So he's just gonna go ahead and walk away. Gold is dead even at the moment. Although Jinx is able to back with that. Did Niku sell her Dora's Blade to get a BF sword? I don't think that's worth it, my friend. Okay, we'll see how that goes. Both of the first objectives are up, but as the game is dead even, we'll see how the teams decide to play it. HH is going to go ahead and move in on this first set of grubs here. They are not seen. Vlad is going to roam up because she's a good support. She understands the macro. Now LSO is going to say, all right, we'll go ahead and do Dragon in return. I'm going to call Talia over. In theory. Vi doesn't really need help to solo Dragon, though. Vi is very good Dragon solo. But Talia's not really busy at the moment, so she can come over to help. And that will be your first objective traded. No first blood yet. Very slow start to the game. And I got the suspicion this is a very rough matchup for Aurora. Just because you have two different ways to proc. Actually, three different ways to proc Talia's East. You have to be very careful when you use it. When you use those abilities. We'll say Warwick did not go the cheesy barrier top that Warwick tops usually do in solo queue, so not quite as cheesy. Normal looking for a gank here on the mid lane, misses the Talia debut, but Vi's going to go ahead to ulti. This is going to get pulled way into tower, and Aurora's going to get a nice ulti off and get out, and Nocturne's going to be able to counter gank, and Vi's going to go down. Very well played by Lanza Verde, baiting him in and pulling the Vi way into the tower. Well done. That's going to be first blood over to the Nocturne. Yeah, that's one of the downsides of playing Vi. You have to be very careful around things like towers, because you ult people, they could pull you into positions you really don't want to be in. Like right here. You really don't want to be there. So far, much slower paced game than game one. Only one kill so far here at about 10 minutes. About a 500k gold lead here for Team HH, although they're getting, they heard me, they're going on the Soraka, but they have ultis and Tom Kench doesn't, so Tom Kench needs to be careful here. A little bit of a premature gank, and now Vi's going to come in. And Vi doesn't quite have ulti yet, but she should be able to clean up here. Ooh, no, but Talia's going to come in as well. But they're both going to escape. Wow, okay. I can't believe they didn't get any kills there. That is wild. Meanwhile, Warp's just kind of having his way, and up the top lane with lots of sustain. Malphite is afraid to fight, which is understandable. Another gank coming here on the mid lane. Vi's going to go ahead and ulti right away. He's going to land the Talia combo, and Aurora's going to go ahead and ult out, but that's not going to be enough, but she's going to go down. Much better gank by Vi this time. Probably should still try to lead with Q and then ulti, but I guess it is more reliable to ult first, so fair enough. It worked out. And then a Jinx ult, nothing in particular. I'm not sure what that was for. Okay. And Tom Kench is here in the river. He's kind of getting caught out, but he's got backup here as well. And we're going back off. Big power spike here with the Blackfire Torch for Talia. They're going to go ahead and try to secure this second set of grubs for themselves. And they will. They've rotated the entire team up here to do it. No, that is going to get Jinx some happy plate time down in the bot lane. Not recommend, but sometimes you got to make trade-offs. About a 1K gold lead for Team HH. Yeah, happy plate time is going to be 2, maybe 3 plates for this Jinx here. And they're trying to catch him back on the rotation, and they're going to, poor Soraka's going to walk right into him. Ooh, and yeah, she's going to go down, yep. Yep, you got to predict that's coming. Are they going to be able to kill her, though? Yes, they are. He's going to go down. It's going to be a kill to the Jinx as well. Really not ideal. And then LSO's going to say, all right, successful gank here. We're going to go ahead and move over to this dragon. Or not LSO, what am I saying? HH. Job HH. Good macro play catching out the rotating Soraka. That's going to be a dragon for them. The teams stand at 2-2 on the what do you call it? The feat of strength for objectives. So it's going to come down to whoever gets the next one. And then still not at the 3 kills yet. Pro play looking game out here on that front. As far as towers go. Hello, bit of an early play coming in here, but Nico's taking a ton of damage. Yeah. So as far as towers go, HH has a huge lead early on all 3 lanes. So if I had to guess, they'd probably get first tower here. Who knows, weirder things have happened. And Warwick maybe looking for the proxy, or just maybe looking for the enemy jungler. Yeah, probably looking for the enemy jungler, okay. Careful, Vi's going for it, but yep, she's gonna be A-okay. I'm looking for maybe to try to get a gank off from this Malphite, but I just don't see it happening. He's just too tanky. He's got ulti. I think you just leave that top lane alone, especially when you have camps up. Go find something better to do with your time, old Vivian. And Rip Throw's gonna be up in about 45 seconds. and then a gank's coming off here on the bot lane. They're going for the Soraka. It's the right call. The Soraka still has no sum, so she's going to go ahead and go down. And Ezreal's trying his best to see if he can get anything back, but it's not going to happen. He does end up having to use both his sums, but he does take the Tahm Kench goes a little too crazy, ends up going down in return. Hold on, let's back up a little bit here because this play gets a lot more complicated as it goes on because LSO sees it's coming and their mid and jungler are on the way while Ezreal's stalling. He ends up not only surviving but getting a kill on the Tahm Kench, and now Vi and Talia are here and they're going to clean these two up. And Jinx is going to go down. Vi's going up here, going for the ulti on the Nocturne. Nocturne's going to go down as well. So in the end, very well, tough for Danny. Get caught out like that, but very well played by the rest of LSO to turn that play into a 3-for-1. We did end up getting feats of strength for blue team because they did end up getting the first kill on the Soraka. So they may have come out behind on the play overall, but they did get the feats of strength for the first 3 kills. And now LSO is going to go ahead and commit a lot over here, try to get this second feat of strength on this Rift Herald here. But HH is aware, but I think they're a little too far to try to contest this, so they're just going to go ahead and give it up. Well, Tahm Kench is going in. That's going to be the second feat of strength over to Team LSO, and now a fight's breaking out. Ooh, and a fantastic Aurora ulti here. Lots of damage coming in, but these LSO chips are just so strong, and they're kind of winning the fight anyway, even with the great Aurora ulti. That's tough. Ooh, end up going down. Ooh, and another failed flash Q by SDK, so not a Vi main, clearly. Ends up being a good play for them, though. They get the feat of strength, so now it'll come down to whoever gets first tower. Now that plates are gone, it's much easier to get that first tower. You only need a little bit of time. Uncontested, and ooh, Talia almost goes down. Ooh, and are they going to be able to get first tower because of this? They are! That's going to be the feats of strength over to Team LSO, despite losing the 1 to 3 kills race. So well played to them. Get Rift Herald to get Monster Slayer, and then use Rift Herald to get the first tower. Good macro by them. And then they're going to try to move over to this dragon as well, but HH is here first. And Malphite is top with no TP, so they might just have to concede this dragon here. Ooh. Well, Warwick gets a little too cocky in mid lane there and ends up going down. So now they have to actually back off despite having the numbers advantage. LSO, about a 3k gold lead here. They're moving in, trying to get their second dragon at the game. I'm kind of surprised Soraka didn't get the shielding one, the one that makes you tankier when you first get hit. On Soraka, I feel like that'd be more value than this one, but I guess if you're staying safe, this one's higher value, so I don't know. I don't know. I think I would prefer the extra anti-burst on Soraka over the extra shielding, but that's just me. Gank coming up here on the top lane. Lindstrick is going to have to run for it. He should be fine. He does have ulti and flash. Yep. He should be just fine. Nope, they're committing a lot of resources to ultimately not get this Malphite, so they should have just let him go after he ulted and flashed, because those 2 ults did nothing afterwards, and those are big ults to use too, so. Now they're going to get a gank on the Warwick here, and they're popping the Vi ulti here. They're going to be able to finish him off. Vi is ghosting away, or Warwick is ghosting away. Now he's got backup, but he's got Ezreal coming in as well. And then Aurora coming in here. Roar on the back, but they don't have a lot of follow-up here for that. Now Soraka's going to come in, and Talia's coming in. Talia's just going to start cleaning up because she is very strong. And yep, the rest of HH is forced to flee. Proud to use SDK, so if we're going Triforce first on Vi. We've seen a lot of Vi's doing weird stuff first, but just go Triforce. Trust. Stats tell you it's the best move. Just do Triforce. Very good. Ooh, and Talia ends up catching out Jinx and just obliterates her in one shot. Oof. That's fed Talia for you. And so far, Vivian Desu, despite being the higher cost jungler, has just fallen behind big in both games, which really can't happen if HH has a chance to win. So I'm going to go ahead and go for the Atacon here. This is Voracious Atacon, I believe. It's red. That means Voracious, I think. Yes. Yes. Okay, so they're going to go ahead and get the shields here for the, or the revives here for themselves. Ooh, and Malphite tries to go ahead and use his abilities to kill the wave quickly to save the tower, but it's not going to happen. And Nunya, ooh, alright, let's go ahead and see what just happened here. Tries to get Tom's just trying to stall for time, trying to save this tower. And this Tom is not tanky yet, so he needs to, yep, he's just going to go down. That is tough. Get a gank off here on Malphite, but he doesn't have ulti, so they might actually get him this time. But Malphite might be able to just get a kill back in return if he just fights back. Should focus the Nocturne, not the Warwick. Warwick heals too much, but in the end, it's not going to matter. He's going to go ahead and withdraw. Back to base. Meanwhile, a kill here on... Looks like they got a kill on the Aurora here. Yep. So far, another very strong showing for Team LSO. To a 6k gold lead here. Ooh, and Ezreal kind of goes a bit crazy here. He's going in. Soraka's trying her best to keep him alive, and so far it's working. Okay. And then Talia's going to come in with the steel chair. And that's going to be Jinx down. That's tough. I mean, that... Oh, and yeah, the Vi was able to cue the invisible Aurora and interrupt the jump, and Aurora's going to go down. And the siege will continue, but the minions are down, so they're going to go ahead and leave now. It's so weird not having Baron spawn until 25 minutes. It feels so late. I guess that's what they were going for, but... They're going to go ahead and try to force Vivian Desu off this tower. Yep. Ooh. Nice Jinx ulti that is going to force the Soraka revive back in pace. No more heals for them. But they're going to go ahead and leave. So anyway. Alright, come on, Zesty, you got this. Ooh, ends up getting spell shielded, but gets the kill anyway, thanks to the Get Closer. And Warwick actually able to kill Malphite in the top lane. Okay. That nut finally cracked. He finally got him. And they're going to try to catch up the Vi here, but she's going to be able to get a Q off to the Blast Plate and escape. When they see the TP and is able to get a nice little combo. Bunch of damage. They're going to go on, and Simeon Omasi says, "Get your hands off my Talia," and he's in front, which is a wild thing for an AD carry to do, but here we go. The fight's breaking out here, but I think it was a decent play, but I think HH is just too far behind to make that work. Yeah, that's really tough. Yep. And so far, these HHKers are just getting brutalized by this Talia and Vi combo. That is tough. 11k gold lead for LSO now. I'm realizing that Soraka's base mana is actually quite low. Even with the mana flow ban, she has less mana than Vi, who doesn't have any mana items at all. So that's kind of wild. I mean, yeah, she's down 4 levels. That's part of it, but yeah, full mana flow banned, barely over 1,000 mana, at least on her team, I would guess. Yep, at least on her team by a lot. Warwick is kind of caught out here while I'm babbling about Soraka's mana, and he's gonna go ahead and go down. Ooh. That's getting the Soraka ult out of the deal. Probably didn't need to do that, but better safe than sorry, probably. When you're worth 1,000 gold shut down, yeah, probably a good call to just use it. And another Talia ult's coming in here. Nice Malphite engage. Ooh. And Talia's actually gonna go down here. It's getting a little too far forward. But they are going to go ahead and run down the rest of HH here. They're able to catch the Nocturne, but he should be able to escape. No. Hope he's got a flash here, but Ezreal's just going to E over the... Okay, flash over the wall and get him. Yep. That's tough. They're just gonna go for it. They're going in. Vi's going right for Jinx. Just solos are no problem without even needing ulti. Alright. That's probably gonna be the end of the game here. Yep, they're pushing to end. They're pushing on those towers. HH's gonna maybe make a last-ditch play here. Nope, they're not even gonna go in. Smart. Is there anything more tilting than watching the enemy team use the Hex Gate in your base to escape? Like, that is just... That's a real blow to morale whenever you see that. Feel like your own base betrays you. We should just see LSO go ahead and get the Baron. Push for the end here. We just gotta finish this one off. And they're gonna catch Aurora out here. Vi's gonna go ahead and catch the Jinx out as well. Oop. Oop. Okay. Meanwhile, Nocturne's over here on the side, but 3 levels down on that Talia. Good luck with that. He's trying his best to stall, but there's nothing he can do. He's donezo. And he gets smite killed. Tough. Talia's gonna go into the base and almost one-shot the Jinx again. There we go. Yeah, that Soraka ulti is just killing any chance that HH has of making any sort of pick. And that should be the end here. Yep. And that's going to be a 2-0 in favor of Team LSO. Very strong showing by them. Very rough start for Team HH, but hey, it's the beginning of the season. Anything can happen. We saw our last season's champions, ABW, had a really rough stretch during the season, and they ended up turning it on in the playoffs. So all you got to do is make it to the playoffs and then figure it out. But yeah, well played to LSO. Very dominant 2-0 series by them. And I guess that'll be it for now. I don't know if the other series is still going. You guys are welcome to check. That'll be it for me. My voice is very tired, so I'm still recovering a bit from being sick. But it was fun to finally cast the game. I look forward to casting another one next week. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. All right, bye-bye.